What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the movie lair at Mom's house. This is, once again, this is where we had all of our movie nights for years until I went off to college. Now I enjoy my movie nights with my girlfriend and friends at my own apartment. It's the holidays are over. Well, not quite. I mean, I'm still moving and grooving, but I hope everybody enjoyed their Christmas this year, and I know I did. Family, fun, and friends, and food. Family, fun, friends, and food. The 4 F's of the freaking holidays. How's that? I wanted to do a holiday top 5. I'm going to do my top 5 Christmas films. I don't know why I do top 5s, because I struggle with all of them, because the ones that I pick, like Pixar and, movies on Netflix and stuff, are just always impossible for me to come up with a list, because it's like I like one movie here and I like another movie here, and it's, anyway, let's hop right on to my top 5 favorite Christmas films. Number 5, and I'm probably going to get some hate from you guys, is A Christmas Story. Why is it number 5? Well, in my personal opinion, it's just overplayed. I can't. Every year it's on, like, they have the huge marathon of it, 24 hours of Christmas Story, and it's like everywhere I turn it's on, and I have seen it so many times, it's just gotten old. Love the film though. I just absolutely love dysfunctional family films. Especially when you throw in the holidays, when you're all together and you're more dysfunctional, you have to just love that. The taglines, you're gonna shoot your eye out, fra ra 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 ra, all those things that you can't help and watch that film and go, I am laughing so hard I've fallen and I can't get up. No, I'm just kidding. You can't help but quote that film after it's over. It's so well done. It's non-stop funny. And I know everybody's probably sitting there going, laughing, because they can just picture the leg lamp, and they can just picture just the soap in the mouth. Like, you can relate. Everybody can relate a little bit of something to that film. That's why I love that film. If it wasn't played so much, and I know it's an iconic film, I know it is, and it is awesome. But if it wasn't just played every time I turn around during the holidays, I probably would be higher on my list. Number 4 was a film that my mom introduced me when I was really young. It is Prancer. It is about Santa's reindeer Prancer is injured, and a girl sneaks out and takes care of Prancer, and she fights to prove to everybody that he is Santa's, magical reindeer. He is this, and she's like kind of an outcast little girl, and she gets into trouble. It's a very heartwarming film. Sam Elliott's in it, and he works very hard to supply for his family. You can really feel the bond between Prancer and Jessica, the main girl. You can just feel the love, and it's a really good film to watch. I don't know if kids would enjoy it as much as adults. I think it's more of an adult film in a sense where it's more of a loving story and a good morals of the story, but I wouldn't recommend it for younger kids, because they'd probably be like, oh, this is kind of boring. It has its little bit of funny moments, quirky moments, and it has its serious, heartfelt moments, and it also has that suspense part to it. Very good film to watch. If you have time. I personally love this film. I try to watch it every year. This year I have not watched it though. Maybe I should do that. I haven't watched it this year. I don't know why. Awesome film. Check it out. Number 3. My cousin and I have been watching this film since I can remember. Bad Santa. Billy Bob Thornton, I love him. I just think, you take the holidays, which is to most people, and as myself, is a very joyous, happy, thankful time of the year, and you take the biggest bleep hole that is a drunk, that hates everything, that doesn't appreciate anything, put him in a Santa suit and say, put kids on your lap and be ho 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 and merry and joyful and pass the word of Christmas. It's hysterical. If you've never seen Bad Santa, I highly recommend it. Billy Bob Thornton plays a drunk who ends up being Santa, who just gets caught into like how bad his life is. He ends up with this little kid who just idolizes him, and he's so ignorant to him, and the adult humor in this film is phenomenal. It is very, very risque, and I like that. There's a few taglines in this film that I can't repeat that I would like to, but are very, very catchy, and you probably know what I'm talking about. It's just all around awesome, and even towards the end, there is that little bit of it's kind of, if I'm going to compare this film to anything, and I don't know if you guys will agree or disagree with me here, but it's like a new age Grinch is basically, if you took the Grinch story, sort of kinda, put it in real life, that's kind of how it is. Love this film, check it out. I know you can find it all the time on DVD. I don't know if they have it on Blu-ray, but I'm almost positive they do. Check out Bad Santa. Number 2 is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm a sucker for old school claymation. I'm a sucker for claymation, period. But Rudolph is just awesome. Everybody knows the story of Rudolph. I'm not going to sit here and explain it, but everything about that, the story, probably my favorite part of the film is in the beginning when Rudolph is told to cover up his nose, and they put I guess it's just the dirt or the clay or whatever on his nose, and he talks real funny. It gets me every time, like how funny it is. And then not only that, but the action with the abominable snowman and the adventure that they go through, the land or the Misfit Toys and the Land of Misfit Toys, and I don't know. I just love it start to finish. I feel like a kid. I can't wait to show this film to my kids someday. I'm sure all of you guys have, watched this with younger people, with your friends. I can never get enough of this film. My girlfriend's a huge fan of this film as well. If you I don't know anybody that hasn't seen Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but if you haven't, I don't even know what to say to that, because that's like saying you've never seen A Christmas Story or Scrooge or Frosty. That's like saying you've never built a snowman as a kid. Yeah. I'm done with this one. Because I want to go watch it, actually. So the more I talk about it, the more I want to watch it. Let's move on to number 1. Number 1 has been a tradition in my family since I can remember. And this is my mom's favorite Christmas story, and this is my favorite Christmas story. And it is now, my girlfriend has never seen this, so I'm going to rip on her in a second, has never seen A Christmas Carol or Scrooge. I know there's millions of movies out there, but some go by Scrooge, some go by A Christmas Carol, some go by Scrooged with Bill Murray. But my favorite ever is Scrooge with Albert Finney. The musical one, I love this. I that one is my number 1 with Albert Finney. I just watched it last night. I tweeted it this morning. And it gets me every time. I love Scrooge, period. Love everything about the story itself. But this one with the singing, the dancing, it's very catchy. If you don't know what Scrooge is, and I'm going to explain this because my girlfriend had no clue what A Christmas Carol was. She knew who Scrooge was, but she didn't know the story. I looked at her and I said, why am I with you? Because I don't understand how you don't know what Scrooge is. Scrooge is about a rich old man that his best friend dies, and his colleague, 7 years ago, and he's very, very frugal, cheap. He is a bad man. All he worries about is money. He doesn't want to give back. Long story short, he is haunted by 3 ghosts and another ghost, his partner, and they try to give him the spirit of Christmas. that's the short end of the stick. I mean, you can go on for months about all of the other stuff that people have done with this film, and but Albert Finney, the musical one, is very well done. The music doesn't overget you. The music's too catchy. I was singing it actually before I watched it. Now I'm singing it again in my head as I do this video. I picked it up on Blu-ray at Best Buy. They redid it, and real quick, as a side note, everybody that told me that you will love the old classic films done on Blu-ray, well, they couldn't have been any more right. So thank you, everybody. Albert Finney's Scrooge, check it out. It is just the best. I want to end this video with one small question, not simple question. Actually, I'm going to end it with two questions. How's this? We'll split it up into two questions. What is your favorite holiday movie? What is your favorite Scrooge? Because I'm curious to see what everybody comes up with. Please leave your answers down in the comments below. Until next time, take care, everyone.